through the weird.
I'll get started and we'll say this.
Yeah, just before if you have to send aid, like I'm collapsed in a mess somewhere, then
somebody not playing the Beach Boys.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Did you have any shaking? Did you have any glasses knocking?
No, well, my knees were knocking a bit. No, it was weird because the whole building, like.
Have you ever experienced?
If it had ended up in an earthquake, at least you'd have known where not to look to find me.
I'm going to mention this in a bit, but I've experienced one before. Well, anyway, here we go. Hello and welcome back to our. Oh, sorry, let me start again. That's rubbish. That's not how we normally start.
Yeah, start again.
Start again. So, hello to everybody on Spotify as usual, but also hello to anyone who's listening on YouTube. We've now got a YouTube channel. We're sort of calling it Alien Audio Uncut. So, yeah, you can see us now and everything. Because I thought, you know what, we don't do anything with his video stuff. So we've got a little YouTube channel now. You can see us. I mean, Andy, you didn't know about this, but you've got one of your best shirts on for us.
Yeah, one of my best ones. This is. I don't discriminate. I like them all.
Well, this is one of the reasons behind it. You turn up every week with a cool T-shirt and a cool beer T-shirt, and it's just going to waste, isn't it?
Yes.
So
it's the only reason that I'm on this podcast is for my taste in T-shirts, I think.
And of course, Pablo can get his disco ball out for us as well. Yeah. But let me give you both a round of applause. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Dave's stuck at the pub. That's why Pablo's here.
He's gone barbecue, hasn't he? Because it's bank holiday.
Well, he says that. I think he's skived out of work, mate. I think we need to pull him in to the HR office about this.
To be fair, we should have we should record it not on a bank holiday when it's actually a bank holiday, but because of rubbish football matches. Yeah, like matches that nobody wants to watch. There we go. That's just how it is. So yeah, we are on YouTube now. So you'll get to see this as well as hear it. But yeah, as we've just mentioned, Dave's at a barbecue. I did see Dave at the weekend, and you'll have heard some of that those recordings that we played earlier on. I had a great time with Dave at the Wilfred Pinsents and Sons. It is a brilliant place. Like, if any of you get a chance to go, it's so unique. It really is. And this guy, I found out more about him, but he's a plasterer through the week, and then Thursday to Sunday he runs this bar. And one of the things that Dave's mentioned in previously, every pint that he charges all his pints at £5.80, which I think for craft beer and some, it don't matter what it is, he'll charge the same price, £5.80 for a pint of whatever he's got. And I think that is absolutely cracking, because some of the beers that he has on, I mean, he's had Verdant on in the past and stuff like that as well. That it's just incredible, isn't it? That he can do it for that price. I think it's very much like a hobby thing for him from what chatting to him and stuff. It's just as long as he can make his money back for his beers, he's quite happy. He just enjoys doing it.
I might be wrong, but I think Dave was saying, did it used to be just a shop? Like they owned the shop, and now it's like slowly been turned into like craft beer bar. That's it.
Yeah, and he's only been there maybe 2 years now. But he's just completed his first year as it being a drinking bar sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, absolutely brilliant. And you'd have heard the recordings from earlier on as well. But yeah, so if anyone gets a chance to go, please do. So what have you been up to then over the course of last weekend and everything, Andy? What have you been up to?
Bank holiday in Shrewsbury as usual. That's what we tend to do. We tend to either go to the folk festival, or for some reason we're drawn to the place for whatever reason. But we decided this year we'd stay in the van at a place just outside, a place called Oxon near Bicton. Turned out there was a beer festival on which I bloody missed out on. So I would have gone there on the Saturday with live music on. We could hear the music from the campsite. We were like, what the bloody hell's that? And the guy had got really good voice, but it's too late by that point. But I digress. So we went into town, a few little craft bars that had been before, but then we went on a bit of a beer crawl, let's say, on Sunday. Went in a few sort of real ale houses, one of which is called the Prince of Wales. And it basically, whenever there's a camera award in Shrewsbury, I think they clean sweep the awards because the wall is caked in all the certificates that they've won. And they literally just got like eight ampoules with all different real ales. And yeah, it was really good. But it was a proper old-fashioned pub, like, that sort of maroon red carpet throughout, sort of off the colour wallpaper, but then that was the lounge. So you've got a lounge in the bottom, and then the bar side was literally full of Shrewsbury Town football memorabilia. Like the whole place was packed out. So I imagine on the match day that place gets packed because it was near the football ground. So, but yeah, we went there for the full weekend. I've just got back today, as of recording Monday, isn't it? But yeah, so I'm taking it easy. I've got a Mash Gang and Vault City 0.5%, Virgin Key Royale Blackcurrant, Key Royale Sour. And as you probably can see by the top of it, it's thick. 0.5%.
Looks like a bongo.
It's just like pure blackcurrant. Like, don't know. It's really nice, but it's just like somebody's just put it in a blender.
Looks really good, yeah. Even for me, who wouldn't like that kind of thing. It does look really, really good.
Yeah, that's good.
I've played by the way. I don't know. We're gonna ask you if you have, Andy. I've played at Shrewsbury's football ground before.
Shrewsbury.
As you know,
as your alter ego.
Exactly. I was wondering if you have because
No.
So we weren't playing in the same football match then.
No.
The ball was massive. Absolutely massive.
Was it like the one Pablo's got?
Yeah, it was bigger than one of Pablo's disco balls. Yeah,
like on Top Gear where they played that game of football with the cars. Was it Toyota Igos or something? The giant ball.
Yeah, it was humongous. Yeah. And it's all right for the mascots. They've got massive feet, but I don't have massive feet, so
just got a massive head.
Kicking a boulder. But yeah, I played there before, so yeah, that sounds good. And just before we move on to Pablo. Andy, we think, may have just experienced an earth tremor in his bar.
It was weird because I don't know whether some big old truck was coming past or something, but just had this like moment of everything just had a bit of a vibrate. Strange.
I
thought that was it. I thought I was going off to Oz.
Chances are tomorrow morning when you wake up, there'll be news articles in Stoke, tremors felt in Stoke and stuff like that.
Bloke falls off bar stool.
But I've experienced it before. We had it back in about maybe 12, 15 years ago, something like that. We had I was up and all my shelves were all shaking in the room. Me and the missus are in bed. Bed was shaking. Then the earthquake started. But yeah, no, honestly, it did. I have experienced an earth tremor. It's very strange, very strange. So it could have been that. You never know.
Could have been. Could have just been a big truck.
Yeah, it could have been that as well.
It could have been the earth moving for your 21st anniversary.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
There you go.
Could have been that.
So Michael, you've jumped in to join us today.
Saved the day.
You have, yeah. You answered the back call, didn't you? The ale and audio.
Yeah, sorry.
Back call.
Consolation prize. For you lot.
So your disco Saturday, I missed it this time, unfortunately. Did it go? I was out obviously with the thing that David got in Loughborough.
With the thing.
Mount Sorrel. Mount Sorrel.
Not the thing.
Yeah.
The event.
The event that I really wanted to go to, but then couldn't because I had to get back for the little one.
Yeah. But how did that go? Was it good? And I saw the videos of Jan dancing and everything, so it must have been good.
Yeah, John was just, John's John. She always dances along with the disco. Yeah, it was good. I mean, look, I don't really understand the concept of why Instagram and Sony Music in particular keep on cutting it off. Because the way I see it is, I've paid for all of the tracks that I play. I bought them all because I've downloaded them all. And then what I'm doing is then promoting those tracks which most people have never heard of from artists that most people don't know, who then go, oh, what's that? Publish the track list and I'll go and pay and download all the tracks. So then loads more people download all the music and pay them. But yet they keep cutting the feed and deleting the footage. I don't really understand the concept. I'm promoting them for free. But yeah, it was good. We got cut off. Jan asked for a birthday weekend that she's massively milking because it's not a birthday till Tuesday. But she's milking the life out of that birthday. Getting the mileage. She asked for a 90s dance classic, so I put that on first because I knew I'd probably get cut off for that. And not surprisingly, I got cut off for that. So then I went back on, and then we did all right until I played 2 bonus tracks. I did 11 a set of 11. Then I did 2 extra. In the last one, the unlucky number 13, I got cut off while playing that. So, but everybody watched it and enjoyed it as it was live. So that's all that matters, really.
That's the main thing. And me and Pablo are drinking the same thing, aren't we?
Yeah. I also made the mistake. It's probably worth mentioning as well on the Disco live. I was kind of really on the Disco that much. I bought 4 beers from Tesco's. I thought I'd go back to Tesco's and buy some beers. Bought some from Morrison's earlier in the week. And I didn't really look at the ABVs. So the average ABV over the 4 beers was 6.9. Anything ranging from a 6 to an 8.4. And I was enjoying it that much. I drank all 4 during the 45-minute set. And then thought afterwards, when I sat packing everything back from finishing the set, whoa, hold on, feel a bit drunk here. So yeah, 4 high ABVs in 45 minutes probably wasn't the best idea. But yeah, we going back to that, yeah, we both drinking Dunstan Rocket.
How do you say that, Jimbo?
Yeah. Gifted by the Cracking Night In. Lovely lad from Newcastle.
There's something behind it, though, isn't it? They said that, and you'll understand this more than I will, Pablo, but this is to a landmark, isn't it?
Yeah, so, do you remember, because you are probably old enough, do you remember the advert, can he bag a Tudor? Worth climbing a mountain for? I don't know if that was played.
No, I'm not that old.
Right, so there was an advert for a company called Tudor Crisps, which was a young lad, and he was like, he had a paper round, and he said, can he bag a Tudor? It's worth climbing a mountain for. But the end of that advert, the mountain was the Dunstan Rocket, which is a sort of, at that point in time, a really strange piece of architecture. That was a massive block of flats. At the bottom had bits that came off architecturally, so it looked like a rocket, and it was actually styled on a rocket. I think it was inspired by space travel. When everybody started going to space or didn't go to space, they went to the Nevada desert. So inspired by all that sort of stuff, there's this Dunstan Rocket. So if you watch the Canny Bag of Tudor advert, that's available on YouTube. I might share it on story or whatever afterwards. You'll see at the end of that advert the Dunstan Rocket. So that's what this is named after, because it's a brewery from down the road.
So it's
Great North East Brewery.
Yeah, what's it called? Bag of Tudor. How do you spell Tudor?
Just as in the Tudor period, like Tudor.
Oh, Tudor. Okay, right.
Not like Chewits. That's the Geordie way of saying Tudor. That's what I said. How do you say Dunstan Rocket like that?
As in a Tudor bag of crisps. I think that's actually why it's probably called Tudor. Can you bag of Tudor? A Tudor bag of crisps. Canny. It's right at the end.
Take a few bags of Tudor out your wages.
Nothing but the best for you, right, lad?
Aye, great flavours, Tudor.
Was that Alan Shearer, that advert?
Hey, Jack. Never these now, get a canny bag of crisps.
Right, man. Tudor, climb a mountain.
Tudor, a crisp that's really worth its salt.
Pity that lift out of order.
Oh, I like that. Hey, bag of just Tudor crisps. I bet they still don't make them anymore, do they?
Hey. Was that Alan Shearer doing that advert? Before his football career took off.
Look more like John Barrisford.
Do they make Tudor crisps, or have they gone now?
Do you know what? I don't know.
Some of the Rocket.
We need crisps and pints, don't we?
That building's been knocked down now. It's not there anymore.
It's took off.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant! But this is a good beer, though, isn't it? It's nice. It's quite piney, malty as well. Like it's a nice, decent beer. It's all right. So we've not got one to share with you, Andy. We were sent these individually. They haven't come to me, and then I've sent them out. Sorry, Andy. Yeah. He's sulking now.
Glory Hole Kev got one as well, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I saw he posted that earlier.
Unbelievable.
There we go.
It is. So.
Thanks to the Cracking Night In, though. Thanks for sending these out. Really nice, tasty. Cool. Good stuff. Anyway, are we both ready for a bit of a quiz? Oh no, before we quiz. There's one thing we need to do before we quiz. I might have to edit the music in for us. We used to have the song and everything, but I don't know what's happened to it. Where is it?
I'll have a look for it.
1 minute. Where is it? Oh, I don't think I've got it. Now, Pub Shed Celebrity. I'll have to edit it in later. Pub Shed Celebrity. What's gone on this past week? We had a couple of celebrities in the early days, and then just kind of went off. And then last week we've had another 2, haven't we, this week?
Yeah, we've had 2 celebs in a week period. One again in the US. So it did make 3-0 to the US. And then up popped the Canarian Pub Shed, Matt, and said, "Oh, I've got a Pub Shed celeb." So now it's 3-1. So USA versus the rest of the world, or UK at the minute. So yeah,
amazing.
Pretty good.
I can't remember the guy's name from the it was Dane's place, weren't it? Is that right?
Yeah, Dane's place. Yeah, he's the lad's a lobster fisherman, and his wife is a photographer, which is quite cool. Which explains why their Instagram looks unreal. He's
the guy's been a lot of stuff, hasn't he? And admittedly, I mean, I probably watched lots of films with him in, but I wouldn't have known, because I wouldn't have known his name or anything. But I have been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. If anyone's ever seen that before.
I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And then the Parks and Rec spin-off.
Yeah.
Garrett is the bloke, and she's Jen from the bar. But yeah, Mark, what was he called? Mark Evan? No, he wasn't. It's called Mark. This is Mark Evan, isn't it? Yeah, Mark Evan Jackson.
I think that's the one.
So
Yeah.
In Jumanji, he was in, like you say, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was also in the Kong movie, Skull Island. So yeah, pretty ridiculous, really.
That was amazing.
That's a good pedigree of Pub Shed celeb, that is there. And then you've got Ryan Jarvis from Norwich.
See, we had a bit of a chat about this, because we have sort of said before, we've had to sort of draw a line before in the past, haven't we? We've had a few entries that haven't quite been, there. But I think when we saw that Ryan Jarvis, I'd heard of Ryan Jarvis. I mean, I'm a football fan, but obviously anyone who isn't a football fan wouldn't have. But he has scored against Liverpool. He's played in Premiership. I think that's enough.
Yeah. As soon as I saw he scored Norwich's first Premier League goal, he was Norwich's youngest ever professional player signing. He scored the youngest ever Norwich goal against Watford, and then he scored their first ever Premier League goal against Liverpool. Dodecahedron was in goal. So yeah, it was a beauty and all. If you have a look at it, it was left foot straight in the top corner, bent it round. It was a great goal. It was like a Dunstan rocket right in the top left corner.
But that was great, weren't it? I mean, that makes it 3-1, because the Brits really needed to do something about it, and there we go. Up steps Matt from the Canarian Cockerel. I think it was something that happened a while ago, but obviously Matt's only been with us maybe for the last, what would you say, 9 months, 12 months or something. So he's probably not heard much Pub Shed Celebrity, and then he thinks, actually, I've already had one. And there we go.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody who is new to the game, sort of, like we're talking about Cracking Night In, for example, who sent us a beers, he'll have no idea about Pub Shed Celeb. So anybody who doesn't know, we started this about a year and a half ago. Just a daft idea that came up with of, let's see if you can convince a celebrity to have a pint in your garden bar, pub shed, garage bar, your house bar, whatever you've got. Can you convince a celeb to come and have a pint with you and take a photograph? And it has to be somebody who people know, somebody of note.
And the first one that we had was amazing, because we kept it secret from Dave. It was Christian Fuchs, who obviously was a massive player for Leicester when they won the Premier League and so on. So we kept it secret from Dave and Ailey, didn't we? And I remember we've got that famous picture of Dave that when he sees who it is, he's just gobsmacked, isn't he? Like, we got him on and he came on the call. We even got him on the call, didn't we? He was on the show, so we had Christian Fuchs on the show as well, international Premier League winning footballer as well.
Yeah, ridiculous. I mean, that was within a month of doing it straight away. Lost Boys by Aldo straight in with the first. And then the second one was the Pig and the Quill. Managed to get the drummer, Tom Hunton from Exodus rock band. So pretty good, really. I mean, we didn't even think we'd get one.
Yeah.
I was be amazed if we got one. Now we've got 4.
So the challenge rolls on. Yeah, we're up to 4 in the space of 1 week all of a sudden. So we had 2 and then a big gap, and then we've got 4 now. So keep it coming. If anyone can get their own pub shed celebrity in their bar, go for it. Send us a picture, and you'll be put in the Hall of Fame by Pablo.
If anybody lives near Morecambe, Tyson Fury's Morecambe Bay. Tyson Fury's retired now, so it'll be a fighting lad. Get him round.
I don't think you'll get him out your bar, to be honest. You got him in.
Well, you've got to get him out of Aldi first. He still goes to Aldi, doesn't he? He says, I've seen that. He's still being shopping at Aldi. I
love when they're interviewing his kids, and he's like, people just keep coming up to him and asking him for pictures and signing bits of paper.
That photo that's behind him on the bench and says, so and so still beat you, and he's like, cheeky bastard.
Well, anyway, there you go. Pub Shed Celebrity. So the challenge rolls on. We've relaunched it again. So get your Pub Shed celebrities in. See what
never went away.
Right, time for a quiz. Welcome to the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz with your host Jimbo and your contestants Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, Pablo of the Disco Bar. Pablo's Disco Bar in the northeast, up in Hartlepool. So we've got your pub shed questions, we've got your beer questions, we've got the big question, we've got some
got the question.
We've got the big question, yeah, and something else. We've got something new today.
Oh,
it's kind of a new game, but it's also kind of an old game.
It's still an old game then if it's kind of an old game.
You will see. First off then, it's a multiple choice question, so pens and paper at the ready. If you or keep it in your head, it's up to you.
Your dibbers and your dabbers.
Here we go. Question number 1, and it relates to Brewdog. This week, Brewdog announced a glass amnesty, where if you return their glasses to their pubs, then you can get a free drink. Apparently, terms and conditions apply. They revealed that their most stolen glass is what? It's either A, Hazy Jane, B, Punk IPA, or C, Dead Pony. Dead Pony Club, I think it is, isn't it? So one of those is their most stolen bit of glassware. Now we know stealing pub glasses is a big thing amongst the pub shed community. Or it's
wrong.
Of course it's wrong, and of course everybody asks before taking them, don't they?
Yes.
So it's a big thing. It's a good question. Because I
heard as well. If you return it, you'll get a free pint.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if you've got one of these glasses at home, even if you bought it yourself, take it and get yourself a free pint.
Yeah, because those gift sets you can buy, they're probably cheaper than the actual pint you'll buy in a pub.
Car boot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got four or five Brewdog glasses I actually bought in the cupboard. Problem is, I don't think I want to drink a pint of Brewdog.
Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it?
I've got a cupboard full of that crap.
They're kind of suffering from various things, aren't they, in a sense? Well, they're not suffering, because I'm sure they do quite well.
Mainly from themselves.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, which one of those glasses is it that's apparently their most popular, the most stolen glass? Hazy Jane, Punk IPA, Dead Pony. Pablo, since you're stepping in today, you've done it at last minute, you can have first guess.
Personally, because I love the name of it, I would want to steal Dead Pony, because I just think that would be a cool thing to have. But I think most people are going to get given the Punk IPA glass, and that's what most people know when they go in. people who know a little bit more might pick up a Hazy Jane, but you're very unlikely if you go in one of them to think, oh, I'll have a dead pony. It tends to be once you've known Brewdog a little while, I think you sort of get into dead pony stuff. So I'm gonna say, because everybody thinks they're a little punk rocker in that, punk IPA.
Punk IPA, there we go. So let's lock that in. Andy?
I'm going to go with, I think it's, because punk IPA is either in the pint glasses or like the stem glasses, isn't it? I think it's the little Hazy Jane Allegra glasses.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
I think it's those.
So we've got Andy going A, Hazy Jane, and I mean, Dave's been smashing quiz recently, hasn't he? He's not here.
Yeah,
but
Pablo stepped in, give me a chance.
Dave's been proper smashing it. So Hazy Jane for Andy. Pablo's got on Dead Pony Club. So let's find out which one was it.
I'm going Punk IPA. Punk IPA, big.
Right. Pablo Punk IPA. Sorry, yeah, won't make that mistake. There we go. Has anybody got it right then? Somebody does have it right, and it's Andy. Yep, Hazy Jane, and you're right. I think it is that glass, that particular. What do they call that one again?
Allegra glasses, like these ones, but obviously that's a Fuss Club version. But
I do like them, those Allegra glasses, but they are hard to stack. So do you know what I tend?
I've got a new system for them.
What
I've
do
got
you
a whole new system for them because you can't stack them for shit.
Do you know what I stack them on?
Hands.
I can demonstrate now. Now we're going on YouTube. I can demonstrate. Like, watch this, right?
You put it on top of a cat.
He's got an like you used to have a mug tree. Do you use a wooden mug tree that fitted like 8 mugs on, but the mugs that you usually have were like too big. You could only fit 4 mugs on it. Jimbo's got an Allegra glass
if it's toilet rolls, it's too blue Peter for me.
So I stacked
Tracy Island
on top of a can.
No. So I stacked them. So this is not the best example. This is just a Coca-Cola glass. But you know the glasses that go thin at the bottom? I stacked them on them like that.
Oh.
Okay. You could also do this with a Craftmaster. A Craftmaster.
Craftmaster?
Craftmaster glass. Not Castmaster. You can also do it with them as well. So I've probably got about 3 or 4 Allegra glasses now. So... And that's just it. I've got enough glasses that go to a little, that kind of quite thin at the bottom to go over the top. So there you go. That's my technique. What's your technique, Andy? What have you got?
I've just got a new shelf that's literally all those glasses that I've got.
Oh, he's got the space for
I've got a line of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
They are my favorite. I think they are my favorite.
And then I've got these little tubby ones as well.
Yeah.
I
I've got about 4 of them.
Yeah, I love them. I love them little third ones that Heist do as well.
I mean these.
Is that the interstate one?
Yeah.
Honestly, I want one of them so bad. Yeah, I really want that glass. I love that glass.
Speaking of Heist, Andy.
Bought this.
Did you ever have, Andy, that pipes thing that I sent you at Christmas? That
winterized pipes? No, mate, I've kept it for Christmas.
Hey, I'm looking forward to having that.
I've seen if it'll. I've kept it. It's there, look.
He's aging it.
It's always in shot.
Yes, I can see it. It's got a little label on it and stuff, hasn't it?
Yeah. He's still got his label on.
Well, I'm looking forward to Christmas. Find out what you think of it. It probably ages better, that kind of thing.
This weekend, I had a 6.5% milk stout from Mortalis from America. That was very good. It tasted a lot boozier than it actually was. And then on the flip side of that, I had a triple IPA from Beacon Finback that was 10%. That just tasted like morning fruit juice.
Nice,
crazy.
Is it?
So that stuff there will probably
depend.
taste like, I don't know. It's 19%, so it probably like burn your innards. A bit like if you drank dry ice by mistake, maybe.
Isn't it that Pablo and the Whale?
What was that, Pablo?
Finback, don't they brew Pablo and the Whale?
There's two Finbacks, but I don't know. I don't know.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
I feel like I've gone to a foreign country just for this second, and I don't understand the language. Like all I heard was something followed by Pablo.
He said, doesn't Finback brew a beer called Pablo and the Whale?
I did have some cut-offs there. There we go. Pablo and the Whale. Oh yeah.
But I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Hi, Stu Pablo's Hippos.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's lovely that.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, they did it. They changed their beer quite a lot. So, but yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Next question. A couple from Morley, West Yorkshire, are set to open a UK first in Leeds city centre. What are they opening? It's either a beer tasting research centre bar, a bar serving purely a range of alcoholic ginger beer, or C, a bar where all the seats are toilets.
What?
Yep. So this couple from Morley.
Could they be mistaken for bidets rather than toilets?
None of them options are going to get any backing on Dragon's Den.
Did you just say bidets?
Yeah.
This is hilarious, right? We all absolutely ripped the piss out of my mate a few weeks back. Have I told you this?
Yeah, you told me.
Oh, I thought surely we've just. Oh.
No, it's bidet, you balance.
I can't even remember telling you that. Honestly, my memory, like I say, my mate called it a bidet, and we yeah.
Was that a song from the 90s? Bidet.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. But yeah, which one of those then? It's either a beer tasting research centre bar or a bar serving.
That sounds ideal.
Doesn't it? So basically, the idea of that one, if it's true, is that breweries will send beer to them that's not quite, that they're testing or trialing out or whatever, and people will go in, get to give it a rating and stuff like that. Or is it a bar serving purely a range of alcoholic ginger beer, or is it a bar where all the seats are toilets or bidets? How many
types of alcoholic ginger beer can you get?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not something I'm that familiar with.
Honestly, that's going to be.
It's ginger beer or alcoholic ginger beer. Surely them are the two options.
Yeah. No, not having it.
Is that you're poo-pooing that one then?
It sounds like Michael loves it. He loves a ginger beer.
I'm out.
Yeah. He loves it. He loves a Jerry beer, ginger spice.
Preferred baby.
Yeah.
So what we got?
And the bog pub.
Yeah. I've been to a bar that's all beds, that you sit on beds, that were in Cardiff. It's like every seat is a bed, and it's funny because I was working in Cardiff, and I was sent to work there on my own for one day. So I went out. I thought I'm taking myself out. This is years and years ago, before I got into craft beer and stuff. But years ago, so I went out on my own, and I found this bar, and I was sat on a bed on my own, drinking. Probably
Was it really a bar? Did they do massages and
no.
Did
they charge by the hour?
It wasn't dodgy. It's just a bar, but the seats are beds. You sit in a bed.
Did you have to pay for the beer by putting your notes in a cleavage or a pants?
No, you didn't. No.
Did you get the name and address for this bar from a phone box?
I'm sure it would call like the Bed Bar or something. Look at it. It probably won't be there anymore.
Rock the Bed Bar.
Google it.
Was it the Glory Hole?
Yeah, Glory Hole. Yeah.
That's how
I'm going to go with the Bog Pub because it sounds ridiculous.
You're going to go with the toilet one?
Yeah. Somebody accidentally flushes while he's sitting on it. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if the toilets are actually in operation.
Nobody wants backsplash, do they?
No.
I'm going to go with that because it's ridiculous.
Pablo, what are you going for?
I'm going for the only... If anybody starting a business with any of the other two, it's just ridiculous. Has to be.
The beer tasting research centre bar.
Yeah, it's just not enough ginger beers, and who's going to sit in the toilet all night, scruffy?
Well, has anybody got the right answer? No.
It's gingers.
It's the bar serving purely a range of alcoholic ginger beer.
Can somebody tell them that's not going to work?
I don't know. I mean, apparently they've got this range of, these kind of things, and the couple are from Wakefield, but they're opening it up in Leeds City Centre. So it's a first for them. I don't know if they've got a shop that's.
There's a reason why it's a first.
Oh no, I think they're
it ain't gonna work.
They're actually linked to an actual brewery that do this that do ginger beer, purely ginger beer. So,
just started by any chance?
What's that? Sorry.
Is the brewery just started by any chance?
I'm not sure. Have a Google, but yeah, this is an interesting one. I think the beer tasting research.
You like ginger beer?
I've got an idea there, though. I know the beer tasting research centre. How good would that be?
I think I could do that here. If they just sent it to me, not a problem. I can rate it, send it back.
Don't even need to open a bar. There you go. Next question. It's an estimation question.
Oh, I love these.
Peterborough's 44th annual beer festival, which is either taken place or is about to take place, claims to have the longest bar in Britain. How long is it in either meter? Do you want to? Should we agree? What do you prefer to work in, meters or feet?
Whichever.
What do you understand?
We'll go in meters, I think.
Meters.
Yeah.
Okay, go in meters. I've got both, but go in meters. So they claim to have the longest bar in Britain. So how
is this the actual bar or the entire pub?
It's one bar at the beer festival. So they said it's one long running bar. Because obviously you go to beer festivals and they have like a setup, don't they, where they have a bit of a queuing system, but they also have long bars. So because they have a lot of beers on at the same time. So the idea is that, you can go and get to the point in the bar where your particular beer is. But they claim to have the longest one. So
Stoke Beer Festival's in a sports hall, and the bar kind of starts in sort of, if it was flat and you were looking down on it, it starts from the left corner, goes all the way across the long side of the sports bar, the indoor hall, then it goes down sort of 2/3 of one side and then comes across into the middle a bit. So I would class that as like one bar, as like the whole length, because all the way along there's beers all the way behind all of that. So they may have something. They may have something similar to that, but it must be a big one if it's in Peterborough.
Yeah, I mean, there's no breaks in this bar. So it's just one. No. It's the whole one length of it. No breaks in it. It's just that's how long the bar is. So what we're gonna say? I mean, you can base it on your sports hall theory. That might help you. Yeah. If you think you know how big the sports hall might have been in meters. I suppose you're thinking of a five-a-side football pitch, aren't you, sort of thing?
Yeah. About 80 meters.
80 meters.
So I'll add a bit, because they can't call it the biggest if Stokes is
exactly
80 meters. I'll go round. I'm going to round it up. 100 meters.
100 meters. So if Usain Bolt was at this bar that you're suggesting, he could
do it. Yeah. He could run it quicker than the first guy could pour it.
Yes. Pablo, what are you saying?
Originally, I was going to say 80, but now I want to say 120.
120
Oh,
meters.
It's going up.
So we're going 100 meter against 120 meters. So you're fairly close there in terms of your guesses together. They're quite close. But are any of you anywhere near it? And is anyone who am I going to award the points to? I'm going to award the points to Andy. 105 meters. So you're only 5 meters out. So your sports hall working really did help there. There you go. So yeah, Usain Bolt could do it as a challenge. He's dropped.
But that last 5 minutes, Mark. That last 5 meters might kill him.
That's it. Yeah, brilliant. So there we go. 105 meters. If anyone wants to challenge,
I wonder if they have a beer sliding competition.
Yeah, all the way.
See how far they could slide the beer down to that bar, and somebody holds the record, for the furthest one down.
And how much beer's left at the end as well.
Yeah.
Just got like a spitful in the bottom. But you managed to get it all the way to the end.
I think there's a competition somewhere where they do it like sliding a beer and picking it up and drinking it. Like you have to slide it, go and catch it, drink it your own beer, and then you take like a relay. I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah,
probably Finland in the winter. It's freezing cold.
Okay, so last question of the questions then. So last week, it's the big question. Last week, and this will be, I think Andy's going to like this question. Don't know if you answered it yourself, Andy, but last week we asked people if they had to choose one of the main staples of pub, shed and beer accompanying food. So either burgers, pizza or chips. They're your big three. Your big three, aren't they, really? Burgers, pizzas or chips to eat for the rest of your life, and you can only choose one. What would they choose? So either burgers, pizza or chips. Well, what would you? That's what I'm going to ask. What would you choose, Andy?
I would have chose burgers, mate, because that's I'm terrible.
I wasn't sure, and I think we have asked you this before in the past. I couldn't remember if you'd gone burger or pizza. Pablo, what would you choose? No, this is not your answer. This is just what you would choose.
Jackfruit.
Yeah, jackfruit burger.
I did stick with the vegetarian options. Doesn't matter if you choose burger. The vegetarian options are available. That kind of thing. I haven't really got any to give out, obviously, but
Oh,
what you're saying? Yeah,
personally, probably burger.
2 burgers there. Then
burger.
Now, if I said to you the opposite way around, which of those things would you drop if you were never allowed to eat one of those for the rest of your life?
Oh, that's horrible.
That's a horrible question. I should have asked that. So if you had to either drop pizza, chips, or burger, and you couldn't ever have any one of them in your life ever again, what would you choose?
Chips, because it's most boring.
Sorry, what's that? Yeah, but chips are so versatile; they can go with anything.
The only real.
No, but it's boring. Burger, the amount of flavour you get from burger, the amount of flavours you get from pizza. Chips is just chips.
Jimbo knows I'm a sucker for condiments. And chips are perfect condiment for a condiment, aren't they?
And your dirty fries, you couldn't have dirty fries anymore if you sacked off chips. So if you had to give up pizza, chips, or burger, which one would it be if you had to give one up?
I love pizza, chips, and burgers. Can I put them all together and sack off everything else?
I suppose if you sacked off burger, you could have cheeseburger pizza.
Oh.
But you can also have. I don't know if you get them down your way, but you get chip pizzas up here, London pizzas, which is chips and cheese.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to sack burgers off.
You're sacking burgers off. So
I would have burgers all the time if it was the choice, but if there was one to get rid of, I would get rid of burgers.
But that's I thought about this exact thing, but that's the sort of conclusion you come to.
Yeah, because
but it kind of does. It kind of does. It's a different question.
I can put anything on a pizza.
Yeah.
I can fold it in half, turn it into calzone.
He's going to put a full burger on a pizza, isn't he?
I have put a cheeseburger, inside a pizza dough ball before. Baked it in the oven, and it came out. You break it like a Scotch egg almost, and it's got the big juicy burger still inside it. Whoa!
So and
we made 4 because we thought we didn't know how big they'd turn out. But obviously, pizza dough rises a little bit, doesn't it? So these things ended up almost like a football size thing.
Did you see that burger that was doing the rounds? I think at the beginning of the year by Fat Hippo. I think I might have sent it to you, Jimbo. It was actually a Homer Simpson burger where it was a donut, a nice sprinkled donut, top and bottom instead of a bun, with a burger in the middle from Fat Hippo.
That sounds amazing.
It just looked
I've seen one with
the
waffle.
greatest thing.
Yeah, waffle burger, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. But I'm a big, what's it now? Obviously, burgers, they stack them with all sorts of stuff. You can't eat them, can you? They're it's like trying to bite your arm lengthways. It's impossible. So stop making burgers higher and make them wider.
Yes, 100% agree with that. Definitely. If you have to eat a burger with a knife and fork, There's something wrong. You've got to.
It's outrageous.
You've got to pick it up. If you're a good burger, you've got to pick it up. And there's some really nice burgers that are guilty of this, and burger companies that are guilty of it. But for me, you've got to be able to pick it up. If you can't, then your burgers need to be wider.
You've got to have bun either end.
Yeah, there we go. Fatty Po, by the way, brilliant. And I probably, to be fair, they are good, but I probably have had to eat theirs with knife and fork because they are big.
Go wide.
Yeah, the stick. I suppose that's why. But I always take the stick out because I think, what's this doing in here? I don't eat that. But maybe that's what the stick's for, and I'm doing it wrong, probably.
The burger etiquette police will tell us. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. How do you eat your burgers?
So I think we've established that Andy would although he'd choose burgers for the rest of his life, because he's going tactical. He's saying if he had to drop one and he couldn't eat one of those for the rest of his life, he'd choose burger because he's got tactics around that. Pablo, I think you were saying chips, weren't you? Because you were sort of saying chips are a bit boring.
Yeah, it's boring. The amount of flavour you get from a burger and the amount of toppings you can get. The same with the pizza. Chips are just chips.
Well, we didn't ask that question, which one would you drop? But I would like to know people's answers, so please feel free to tell us, let us know. Yeah,
we're on YouTube now, stick them in comments.
Exactly, yeah. But the question I did ask was, what would people choose to have for the rest of their life if they had to choose one? You both said burgers. Are you both saying that that's what other people would have said as well?
Just out of those three?
Yeah.
Items, yeah. I'm going to be very controversial and say I bet a lot of people have chips because it's a thing to do when you're a bit off-cut in it.
Yeah.
Bag of dirty chips, mate.
So you're saying chips
I'm going to say chips.
In mass, other people would have said chips, you're thinking, out of the three. Pablo, what are you saying?
Everybody comes out of a pub or a nightclub at the end of the night and craves pizza. They all walk into a pizza shop. Nobody walks in to get a burger. Nobody walks in to get chips. Everybody walks out and gets a pizza. And then when they get home, it slides out the box onto the floor as they're putting the key in the door with the one eye attached to the face. Or
if it's made it that far, they might just be getting home with an empty box.
You know what happened to Bowler's Bar after your night out?
Yes, he got dobbed in by his doorbell, didn't he? That were it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
big doorbell. Yeah.
So he walked 3 mile home from the pub on Saturday night along a river, fell over, ripped his jeans, cut his leg, then got caught out by his ring doorbell. But he was that hammered. He ordered a takeaway. Forgot he ordered a takeaway, and then thought, "Oh, I really fancy takeaway." Phoned up and ordered another takeaway. So got 2 takeaways.
I know people who are blacklisted from takeaways because they order them and then fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then obviously don't pay for them when they come to the door, so they can't get takeaways from the local area because they're blacklisted.
Yeah, one of my mates put a photograph up a couple of weeks ago. He lives in London. And he got so hammered, I forgot I ordered the takeaway. Opened my door this morning to find the bag with the note on. And the foxes had ate it. And it was all over his front.
Oh, them foxes were like proper. Yeah. They were lucky, weren't they, them? So, yeah. Winning.
I didn't know foxes like Indian takeaway. But, hey.
2 Lambooners.
No, they do down in London, yeah. So, anyway, Pablo went pizza. Andy went chips. I agree. Very good theory there, and Andy as well, because chips are just easy. If you don't know what you want, people get chips. They just fill you up. They keep you going on a night out, yeah. But Michael, Pablo, your theory was very good as well. I do agree. You tend to go for pizzas, don't you? When it's a last thing at night, takeaway. Pizzas are the most go-to.
The takeout we used to go to when we used to go out was literally sign of times, but you could get a slice of pizza and a portion of chips for £2. I used to just go in like that, ferreting around in your pocket for change, and you'd be like, eat some chips.
Brilliant.
Yeah, like loads of tap rooms, like Play Brewco has like Lucky Ted's pizza attached. Loads of tap rooms do pizza because they're easy and everybody can have them.
Yeah, they can cook them quite quickly as well, and you can please everybody as well because you multiple toppings and stuff like that. So yeah, but the answer then. So what did most people say? 64% of people who answered. Bear in mind there were over 20 odd people who answered. 64% said pizza. Well done, Pablo.
I got one right.
Yeah, so Pablo's got one right. Andy's well out in the lead, though. So, Andy, you've won the quiz because the next question we're going to ask is Sheddie Mercury. Now, obviously, Sheddie Mercury, his alter ego, is sat right in front of us.
The what?
So,
pardon? What was that?
Sheddie Mercury, his alter
ego. I did have the lyrics prepped right in front of us all the episode that we've been talking, and then my phone died and died with the lyrics on it. Well, I haven't said that. It's just started up. So I'm desperately trying to grab the charger to plug it in to think I need the lyrics to read while I'm doing it.
So we're going to have a live Sheddie Mercury, me against Andy, work out what the song is. So while Pablo's getting his phone ready.
I am all right.
Here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
So yeah, Sheddie Mercury, take it away. It's me against Andy. We have. So is it on our theme today? It's to do with something to do with speed or fast or slow songs. That's all we know. So okay, I'm ready.
I also say it's pretty weird singing Dio along to myself, singing Dio. That's really bizarre.
Is that like a Deo Inception?
It's even more weird recording it in my car in a packed street.
With the windows open.
Yeah. Boiling, I had to open the windows. For about 10 minutes. Recorded about 25 of them.
So my wife had to explain the other day when she bumped into our neighbours on the park when she was with Ada why I belt songs out from this pub shed and do what we've just been doing there. She had to explain what was going on and why. So yeah, the conversation's been had, which I'm glad it's out there in the open now. You know, I'm glad. You know, I don't have to hide anymore. I am who I am.
You dirty secret.
He's been outed.
I bet anybody once you explained it, they just responded with a tilt of the head and that. Oh, really?
No, it was. But is he all right?
Yeah. But if he wants to talk to anybody,
he's my number.
Especially when we're recording this as well. Obviously, they can't hear anyone else because I got my headphones on. So it's just I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, Sam's a few times said that to me. She's like, "You can hear you from the shed, you know." And I'm like, I don't care.
Go right, Sheddie Mercury.
Ready?
We're ready.
Turn me burning, driven. Hearing my cast, beats a bit like a junk. See the lights lead up furs and I'm from night shoulders. Hey, feel like they bloom. Hey, feel like a beach moon. He's a moon. He's a moon. Why is this the first time we do a YouTube?
it's the thing.
Put the answers in below in the comments because I haven't got it. I know it, but I can't. I just know.
You're going to make me do this again, aren't you?
We're good. Yeah. Well, that's the tradition, isn't it? But it's the face that he has to do to make that noise. He has to do a particular face. There's nothing he can do about it.
It's terrific. And the arm. I'll do it without the arm.
Yeah.
That's like the bagpipes you get the wind in.
I think I know it. But yeah, let's hear it again.
Yeah, I thought looking at your face that you know what it is.
Not straight away. It was only the last bit, and I had to say it in my head. But yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Turn me back, dreaming, hating my case, being the best like everything. See the lights lit up before us in your fitness and heavy shooters. Hey, I feel like cabling. Hey, feel like a beast moon.
Have you got an answer, Andy?
No, I can sing. I think I've got it in my head, but I haven't got it. Yeah,
it's It's in the 10 out of 10 club already. So it'll be in our mega mix later on. It's Tracy Chapman with Fast Car, in it. No, give over.
No, yeah.
But none of you got last week's, by the way. Well, obviously Andy and Dave didn't. No one got it last week. Andy and Dave didn't get it. I know other people on Instagram have messaged me saying, "Oh, it was an easy one." Last week it was Foreigner. I want to know what love is. I didn't tell you, did I, Andy? I never let you know. No. I just left you hanging all week. But it's been annoying, hasn't it? But you've not.
No,
but you
didn't
sleep through, did you?
Oh, I haven't slept a wink since, thinking, oh, what's that earworm that I've got going around my head? Turns out it was just some background noise.
So yeah, Tracy Chapman, Fast Car, that was. Well, it'll be in our mega mix a bit later on. Cheers, Pablo. Now though, before we go on to our last and new game, we've got a bit of this.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
Martin Brewis. What's that you got in your hand?
It's
the only fag lighter allowed inside the combined area.
Got a full-on kitchen blowtorch.
So this is where we are going to do we started it last week. It's money-saving beer tips, okay? And Dave's was great last week. I actually went out and I got those roll with it from Tesco's, which were on the club card, £6.50 for 4 big cans, weren't it?
Yeah.
Four 40ml cans. Great deal. I don't know if that's still on or not. And then there were other deals with, the Polly's boxes and various other breweries we sort of mentioned, mixed cases and stuff like that as well. This week, Dave's left us one, which I know he's done because he's posted it on his.
I hope not.
I also have one for you, but it's not the most moral of things to do.
Well, we don't. We got no morals on this show.
I'll counter it. Cheapest way to save money on beer: don't buy any this week.
But yeah, this is and Dave has posted what he is what he did. So what he did then is you can get if it's your first time using Morrison's, if you don't already shop at Morrison's and you want to do your first, I think it's like your online shop for the first time, you create an account and stuff, where you can get £15 off with your first shop. Now most sensible people would go, you know what, I'm going to put that towards it's cost of living crisis. Bread, milk, burgers, pizza, just in case.
Jake put that on a few weeks. Jake put that on a week or so ago. He bought bread, milk, and something else from shop, £5.80. He was like, "What happened? Like, what happened with life that bread and milk cost you £5?"
Exactly, mad. So yeah, you could have done that. Dave could have done that. He could have got himself burger, chips, or pizza just in case he were told he could only eat one for the rest of his life or couldn't eat one ever again.
Could have got nappies for Littlin. Could have done.
Could have got nappies, no. But no, he obviously chose to spend every single penny on craft beer, and he's done a post of it. So using this offer then, I think he told me that in the end he got was it like 50 cans for £52 or something daft like that? It worked out or £52 for 50 cans, other way around, but it worked out with what he got a lot of stuff. So he's told us that for that deal, signing up, getting the offer, getting this £15 off, he spent about £50 altogether, got £15 off, which means, and the beers that he got Camden Pale 2 for £21, 12 packs they are. He got some Faith, £10 for £6. 6 cans for £10. That's it, six pack for £10. 4 40ml cans with them as well. And then he got some Camden Ales and Dew, 2 for £10, 4 packs they were. And he's ended up with around 50-ish beers for, like I said, £52 because he's used this 15% off thing as well by opening an account. So that's pretty clever, really. So if you're doing a party or anything, all like that, then this is the deal to go for because you can get everyone the drinks in for practically not really. Well, it is something. Or you could just use it towards your shopping if you're sensible. You can just use it towards your shopping.
You can use it to live if you want.
Exactly, yeah. But you know, you might be able to get like 3 packs of Lurpak for that or something.
You're kidding, aren't you? £18.
Yeah. So there we go. That's a good thing to check out. Thanks for sending us that, Dave, and letting us know about that. Did you say you had one as well, Michael?
Yeah, that's really handy actually, Dave. Cheers for that, because there's a Morrison's right next door to where I work, and I go in all the time, and they keep saying, "Oh, I'll get a Morrison's card," and I'm like, "No, I can't be bothered. But I should get one. Then I can get some beers."
You should be. You got to get it delivered, I think.
Yeah, you can get it delivered.
Dave mentioned
across the road.
Yeah, because that's a nightmare. Because I've got a tiny little letterbox, and that's it. And if I don't answer the doorbell, they just never deliver the stuff.
No, they don't. They just open each can and
just pour it
in letterbox into a bucket.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could just stand outside, drink and eat.
Yeah,
you got to answer your door quick.
But I think the other thing you mentioned as well, he just chose the cheapest delivery slot, if that makes sense.
So
you have to pay a lot for delivery even, and he meant all of his stuff, which because he weren't desperate for it any time soon.
Like 2 in the morning.
Exactly, something random, yeah.
Yeah. So this isn't the most moral of things to do, and I feel a bit better about the fact that small breweries probably aren't geared up to do this. So you're only really harming the people who've got the money anyway. But this is a general thing to do across anything sort of fashion, shopping of any type. I told Pablo Disco Bar about this a while ago, and he's been doing it. So coming from web design sort of background, Andy, you'll be of the same sort of mindset of this. So any sort of bigger breweries with the head screwed on, they will have a bit of code in their website that deals with abandoned baskets. So you lose a lot of revenue with people sort of filling the basket up and then buggering off and not doing out. They put the time and effort into putting the cans in, so then they must be wanting to buy your beers. And they must be very tempted, but something stopped them from doing it. So I would recommend, if you're in no rush to get them delivered, go and put your beers in the basket on a big brewery site, and then just deliberately close the website and bugger off. Then just leave it. But you must have an account signed in to do this, otherwise I won't know who you are. So create a free account, log in, put your email address, whatever. Create a basket, fill the basket, and then just bugger off and leave it. Within usually 24 hours, maximum 48 hours, you will get an email saying, "I see that you've abandoned your basket. Please can you have another look at your basket? We'll offer you 10, 15, 20% complete your basket." Because they know that you put the effort in. They can just tip over the by like chipping a 10% off. And it might just be the total that put you off buying them. So it's worth doing that with the bigger breweries just to sort of get a bit of a discount off it.
Good plan. I think we did briefly mention it last week.
Dave mentioned about leaving them, and then somebody get an email about it.
But it's also good to hear the sort of expert side of it and the reason that works. That's really good to hear, because you know, and yeah, it probably won't work with the smaller breweries because they've probably not quite got that advanced systems on the website and stuff. But certainly the bigger ones, yeah, definitely.
Oh well, I missed that last week. I did listen, but I was obviously not remember that. But I did send that to Pablo Disco Bar a few months ago, and he was like, "Oh, I've been doing that ever since." But you can do that on like particularly clothing websites and stuff. Just fill your basket full of stuff, and if you're not in a rush, they'll want your money. And I think, right, okay, me from a marketing point of view, I think, right, okay, I'll tip you over the edge. I'll offer you 10% off. And you go, you know what? I'll complete that basket.
There we go. That's a good tip. So good stuff. Any more Martin Brewis, or is that all for this week?
No, I've got one though. Flashing news. Obviously, I don't know if everybody's heard as of this Monday, but the flights are being cancelled left, right, and centre all over the country because
I've heard, yeah.
The control system's gone down. It's going to last for days, and the breaking news of this hour is in Leeds and Bradford Airport. They've had to tape off the booze section of the shop because the people who are delayed or cancelled are getting shit-faced.
Brilliant.
Yep. I do have another thing, which not surprisingly involves Overtone. I know as an account member of Overtone, I get a referral scheme. So if I put a code out, if I know you're going to order Overtone, I can give you a code. You can get 10% off. Then I also get 10% off.
Selfish.
Put it on account.
No, but that is a good shout. So if anyone's going to order Overtone, speak to Pablo first.
No, but
speak to Pablo Tone.
if you're a couple, right, you could have two accounts, one for husband, one for wife. You could buy beers from one, be fair from the other, and you both get 10% off. And next time you order, you get 10%.
But if they look at your address,
Maybe.
then use your mistress instead, and then you'll be fine. So
yeah, or like
and then
parents.
You can pick up the beer from him later.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I give you a code, if anybody wants to order Overtone at any point, let us know. I can send you a code. You'll get 10% off. I'll get 10% off on account. Oh, it's £10 off, I think, whichever. And then you both get discount.
Brill, nice one. Well, good money saving. Sorry, just good money saving tips there. So yeah, make sure you follow up on them if you're after any stocking up or anything like what Dave did and all that. Loads of good tips for you there, and I'm sure we'll have more again next time. Now though, hey, it's time for a new game. Now, Andy, this kind of came from you a little bit quite a while ago, a long time ago.
As do most games, yeah.
Do you remember when we played a game called Through the Keyhole?
Yep, Through the Glory Hole.
Ah, you suggested it should have never have been called Through the Keyhole, through the home bar keyhole. It should have been called Through the Glory Hole. And this is what we're doing. It's a new game, Through the Glory Hole. You've got it. There's some clues. Kev's got involved. You've got to guess what the home bar is from the clues, okay? Now, I did want to go to Taylor Tavern with this, but it was quite late thrown together. So I've done my own jingle. Taylor Tavern, this is god-awful. So please, step up, Taylor Tavern. Send me a jingle through. Create something.
If you could remix it or take this.
You might be better off just making a completely new one, Taylor Tavern.
Just rewrite it.
This is what I've come up with for us. Here we go. When it's Friday night and you're feeling in the mood, you've greased it up and you've applied the lube. So stick it in and pull it out. If you get a splinter, it'll probably make you shout. So I'm gonna look right through the glory hole. I'm gonna look right through the glory hole. Looking right through the glory hole.
That jingle's going nowhere, by the way. That's definitely staying.
So
no offense,
it definitely got that 90s TV vibe about it, hasn't it?
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
So, Through the Glory Hole. So, let's introduce Kev.
Hey, it's Kev here from the Glory Hole Garden Pub in Telford. Welcome to
Hi, Kev.
Hi, Kev.
Hi, Kev.
So, you're going to get 3 clues, and I don't want you to shout out the answer when you know it. We'll have all the answers, all the clues first, but you can discuss each one. Because each one, there might be particular clues. I want you to try and pick out what you might get from that particular clue. So what you're learning from that particular clue, okay?
Are we working together on this, like box?
You can work together, yeah. Why not? Yeah. Work together. Right, here we go. So here's your first clue.
This home bar is based in a county with a huge cathedral on a very steep hill.
Did you get that?
This home bar is based in a county with a huge cathedral on a very steep hill. So
a big cathedral, very steep hill is where this home bar is based in this particular county. Okay. So is there any particular cities without giving the name of the bar if you already know it?
Durham definitely does.
Durham's is that on a steep hill, is it? The cathedral there?
Yeah.
I mean, it tends to be cities, doesn't it? I mean, the rules have changed a bit nowadays.
Isn't.
They give city status to anyone, don't they, these days?
Oh, chuck them out to every Tom, Dick and Harry.
Yeah. But traditionally, it used to be those with a cathedral, didn't it? So
yeah, because that's where the money was.
Yeah.
So, can you think of cities with cathedrals? I mean, Sheffield, we've got one. Does Stoke have a cathedral? Yeah, it will do, won't it? A little one. We haven't got a big one in Sheffield.
It's not big.
It's not
a hill. It's not a proper one.
Ours isn't on a hill either.
It's not like Lichfield. They've got a good one.
So there's that. So are you ready for clue number 2? Here's clue number 2.
There is a red van parked up outside a quite unique shaped pub shed.
A red van parked outside a quite unique shaped pub shed. So again, without giving any answers away, red van Was that helping? Is anything to do with the red van that might be?
Postman Pat.
Postman Pat could be Postman Pat's pub shed.
Could be a postman van.
And obviously mentioned something about a unique shaped pub shed. So yeah. Okay.
There's one individual who I know has a unique shaped pub shed.
We were talking about this the other day with Patriot Lockdown Bar because his is quite a unique shape. It's quite a thin. It's like it's an outbuilding. It's a very.
Somebody who likes Grand Prix. He has a really unique shaped shed.
Oh well, let's listen to clue number 3.
There's a checkered flag in here, hung up alongside a post bag, and on the bar there's a beer in a chalice-type glass. Which home bar can I see through the glory hole today?
Oh, okay.
Das is good, yeah. Das is good. Find it holy filth and sleaze out.
So I'm guessing you both,
Geordie.
You think you both know who it is?
Is it Dean?
I think it's Dean.
I think it's Dean.
Well done if you got it right. Today through the glory hole it was Dean at the Dutch Barn in Lincolnshire, a postman and a keen lover of F1 and his trappist beers. Cheers all, have a great weekend.
Well done, yeah, there we go. So there you go, yeah. We're going to make that harder as weeks go on. Well, it's the first one. We're going to make it harder as weeks go on.
I see what you've done there.
I did that one. Kev's doing the rest of it. Kev's going to pick all the rest of them out. But we're gonna not just do pub sheds either. So it could be particular beer lovers and all sorts of stuff. So there you go.
So you just lose early easy one.
I've just started us off with an easy one to ease us in.
Break us in.
That's it. So there you go. That was through the.
You do say the first time's the hardest.
Through the glory hole. There we go. So, time for pub shed of the week. Okay. Now, the one that I picked out this time, I think it's one that you. Yeah. We haven't got a jingle for that, have we yet?
No, we never have had. So
no.
keep it that way. Stop ruining it.
Probably best. I think you found this. You shared this with us a while ago, I think, Andy.
Mainly because of the dog picture.
That's the first thing that you see.
The pin video.
What were you on?
So it's sorry, obviously I forgot you haven't seen this one, Michael. So it's Quinn's Bar _ So Quinn's Bar _ Andy's gonna hold to the screen.
Oh, yeah, I've got you. Oh
Can't focus. But that picture of the dog is there we are.
There we are, Quinn's Bar, yeah. That's the one. Quinn's Bar _ So I've not found out much from them because I did message them late in the day. To be fair, that's my fault. Bank holiday and all that, a bit out of sync. But I did message them. They are based in Ulverston, which I'm assuming it might be Ireland. I'd have to double check, but I imagine it sounds like an Irish place. Might be completely wrong. Ulverston. No, it's not. It's Cumbria. It's Cumbria. The Quins thing. Yeah.
He's a Toon fan. He's a Newcastle fan.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. So Quinn's Bar. Yeah. And just tell you a little bit about it then. On they established in 2023. Their first post wasn't that long ago. It's definitely an Irish themed sort of stylish pub. But the first post was only the 22nd of July. So we're talking just over a month ago. And they've got a really good looking place. Like a sort of dark wood kind of looking feel to it. So it does have that kind of Irish feel a little bit. There's like a barrel sort of table and stools in there. They've got a couple of pub shed pets. 2 Labradors I can see they've got. The dartboards in there. They've got the sort of like named signage and stuff like that. Welcome to Quinn's with the live sports, bar snacks, darts, dogs welcome sign and all that kind of thing. The dogs do feature prominently as well. The dogs are even allowed their dog toys in the bar with a look of it.
Good selection of dog toys, that is.
They
don't do that enough. Got to keep your bar managers entertained.
That's it. I mean, you can tell that these love their dogs because they're in a lot of the posts as well. You can see the Newcastle fans, as Pablo mentioned, because they've got a bit of a. It's a Bobby Robson picture, aren't they? They've got on the wall.
Yeah, and then they've also got a picture of She-Ra. The 80s, 90s superhero, She-Ra.
And the guy off the Tudor Crisps advert.
And obviously We've got a link to share, haven't we? Because Andy's got his shorts and I've got his water
I've
bottle.
got his shorts, yeah.
I have thrown his water bottle away, I'll admit, because I thought I can't keep this random water bottle any longer. I've chucked it. I drank it though, and I went to 5-a-side of a week. I tell you what, shit hot. Scored about 10. No, we're joking. I didn't realise.
Be shit and hot.
Better not shit, I suppose.
But no, it is a great looking place. I like the look and feel to it. Yeah, just really, really good.
Big
and give
American, looks like the big American football fans as well. I like the little American football helmets.
Miami Dolphins, that innit?
From New York.
Yeah.
They are cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
It reminds us of what was that bar that sort of kicked off at the beginning of lockdown that was everywhere? It was like all over the press.
I've forgotten myself now, but yeah. Yeah. What did you say? What, Mucky Duck? No, not Mucky Duck. No.
There's something crab on it.
Oh, yeah. Crab lobster.
Crab. Crusty
crab. Oh, the crust.
Yeah.
No, the crusty crab from SpongeBob. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, that's why it was everywhere.
the crab anyway. The crab is drunk or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That was it, yeah.
But yeah, mine's that a little bit.
It's a great looking place. Give them a follow. I'm sure we can get them plenty more followers. They're at 102 at the minute, but like I said, they're very new to the scene. So
the Drunken Crab, it was.
That was it. Drunken Crab. But yeah, give Quinn's Bar _ a follow, and yeah, welcome to the community. And yeah, good stuff. I really like the labs in there, the Labradors.
I love the fact that he said the dogs are in there with their catch from this morning. It's just the toys are all stuffed pheasants, but he says showing off. They
look proper impressed with themselves, don't they?
They've been out hesitating. Yeah,
love it. Good stuff.
Good one.
So, what are we both up to at the weekend then? Anything?
I guess Michael's getting banned from playing live music somewhere.
Yeah.
Any discos planned this weekend, or is it a weekend off?
I think I am doing a disco this Saturday. I'm just going to check something else to see, because I'm doing something else. I'm just not sure what time that finishes as to whether I can then squeeze the disco in. I was starting to sort of run out of tracks, but you know, like you find a couple of songs and you think, like last week and this week, I found a couple of songs I've gone back and sort of, I've never played anything from them before. Now I'll go down a little rabbit hole and sort of what else do they do, and then who's recommended artists on iTunes, and I've sort
if you're looking for somebody who does covers, I can recommend Thrill Collins that I found this weekend. Thrill Collins, amazing. They were on at some Camper Jam Fest, and I was watching a YouTube video, and they were playing in the background, and they're actually on Spotify. They do a few covers of different things. Yeah, if you wanted just something that's just funny and covered and chill, put that on. It's really good.
Have a look out for them. Funny enough, I did actually put Phil Collins and Genesis Greatest Hits on in the pub shed at the weekend.
They don't do them. They do all the covers.
Yeah, they do.
That's why you never complained.
Well, so probably why. Yeah.
That's probably why they were nosing about what you were doing, in case you were thinking about topping yourself in the shed.
He's got some good hits,
putting a nose pipe off the mower.
Not just slow ones.
Yeah. Wondered if you borrowed the big gorilla.
So that's your plan for the weekend then, Michael? Yeah.
Yeah. So in the minute, I'm thinking about sort of doing a live. I am going to go out for probably a few beers at some point. I missed this week's music festival thing that we all were talking about. Deep North. I should have really gone to that, but I didn't. So this weekend I might sort of pay a visit, have a couple of beers out. But apart from that, I'm usually with a little one, apart from Saturday night, so my weekends usually absorbed quite a lot.
There we go. But looking forward to the disco in the disco bar. I'll be watching out for that one this weekend. Andy,
I am off in another adventure this weekend.
Oh, where's
I'm going to Riverton Brewery.
I love
Riverton. It's Riverton's farm trip event this weekend. So there's if you have a look on the Farm Trips Instagram, you'll see how many beers are going to be available with the live music and the food. And I'm really looking forward to it. If you like cost, it doesn't cost that much, to be fair, for the whole. We're going like Friday afternoon. And it's Friday. It's on, I think it starts Thursday. It's on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But the main beer festival's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's like a family day on the Sunday, so we'll see whatever's left. But really looking forward to it. Hoping the weather holds out. We did all right this weekend. We only got a bit of rain, but hopefully it'll hold, and that'll be really good.
So a few pints of fog.
1 or 3, yeah.
Or one of the variations of fogs, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how it works. I'm hoping it's some sort of token-based system, because the beer's not included in the ticket prices. That was just for the entry. I think it's like £20 per person to go in for each day. I think as of Monday, I think all the tickets were closed off anyway, so I think they were pretty much sold out. There
might be a few beer lovers there as well, so you might bump into some.
I'm going to probably see some faces, and they are obviously going to wish that I hadn't turned up. So. Ruining the weekend.
Have you got any stickers left?
No, no stickers.
I really want Rivington to do a partnership with Full Circle. Then they can do a fog on the time.
Yeah, that'd be good.
On commission. Big cans.
I'll
mention it.
Yeah, good stuff. I've got one of my stupid Soccer Saturday things. We now we're older.
You know that ends.
Yeah, now we're older. We only get one a year. It used to be 5 a season, but because we all get Red Riot Act by missus, so you're
using this one up early then this year.
Yeah, well, it was best time of year because of weather, innit? So you tend to get slightly better weather. So probably the gazebo. Pablo.
Gazebo.
That'll be out. Yeah, that'll be out. I've got telly's ready. I've got a new projector, by the way.
Oh, have you?
New projector. This could be.
Not sponsored. We're on YouTube. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Not
sponsored.
I need my old projector has got very.
What projector? Does the job of plenty?
Is that one?
One projector.
One does the job of plenty.
Yes.
One projector is all it takes.
I see what you mean. Yeah. So I got that for a bargain, right? My old projector, I didn't spend much on it because it's only small. There's no
from Yorkshire, yeah.
It's a small environment, so I don't need a big, massive, powerful projector because it's so small in here. But that one was probably about 80 quid when I got it. That I got various discounts on Amazon, and then randomly when you get them 30% vouchers, you can tick when you're buying something on Amazon. There's no. I don't know why. There's
rhyme or reason to it, yeah. I saved something on something really obscure the other day, and I was like. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But all you have to do is tick a box, and that's it. You think, well, what is this? What am I signing up to?
I think you're ticking a box for them to sell all your information, where you live, what you've previously ordered, all to that company.
When the Amazon buyers have bought too much stock, and it's sat there, and they need to shift it.
Yeah,
maybe.
The stuff. No, that's Prime Day. The crap at the back of the warehouse that they've swept from under the racking, and then they put on there, and you're like, who needs a cover for a Samsung from 1998, but somebody might do.
Well, anyone who buys technology, you know that you do a bit of research before you buy, don't you? And you read the reviews. I have. To be fair, I have, and it's supposed to be good. So I'll before I put it in Martin Brewis for any other pub sheddies who want this, I will.
We bought something crazy last week.
What did you buy?
Electric folding bike.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's rapid for how little it is. Yeah.
So
Sam's using it for going to station. It's bright orange. It's a company called My Rider, not sponsored. But if you wanted to sponsor, we'll also take a bite.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah. Based in Wigan. But yeah, it's really good. So Sam's gearing up to going back into work a bit more. So she needs to get to the station.
Nice. Good stuff. But yeah, I'll let you know how that is. It's an early birthday present, kind of to myself, sort of thing.
Them are usually the best ones.
Yeah, well, it's not for a few, a couple. It's still a couple of weeks away. But with me having this Soccer Saturday, it kind of made sense to get it early.
Yeah.
So there we go.
And then you can tell the lads, it's like, I'm doing this. I've had this for my birthday, lads. For my birthday.
That's it, yeah. It'll end up being smashed. I know it will. So, anyway. But yeah. Let's. Well, Dave's not here, but he has sent us a beer fact of the week. So, what number do you want to go for?
2.
You want to go for number 2 this time?
Oh, after the projector, you would have went for 1.
No, we had 1 last week.
Here we go.
Would you like a shit? Yes, I'd like a shit. Would you like a shit? Yes, I'd like a shit. Beer fact of the week.